Right, so welcome to the Ministry and this massive epic game of 4,500 points aside. Death Guard, pure Death Guard versus the forces of the Imperium scum. So we'll go over the army there and show you what we've got. This is a brigade detachment and a vanguard detachment and a supreme command detachment. So we've got Demon Prince with wings and malefic talons. Copy paste that one, wasn't it? And he's got the separating plate as well on this guy. We've got Mortarion, he's coming today. In fact, both the special characters are here today to make sure everything goes hunky-dory. There's a normal Chaos Rhino there. I've got 5 foul Blight Terminators they're all rocking combi melters apart from the dude with a flail and axes. And we've got a Land Raider there, as is, no extra combi melters. 4 as Predator. The backfield support, we've got a couple of Plague mortars with entropy cannons on the side there and just the normal heavy stubbers on the front. And we've got the crawlers there, they come stock with a missile launcher and a multi-melter each. And we've got 11 Poxwalkers, another 11, 16. We've got a squad of 6 Plague Marines including 2 Plasmas and a Sergeant with a Plasma and a Power Fist. 6 with 2 Blights launchers, Sergeant with a Plasma and a Power Fist. And another 6 with 2 Plasmas, Sergeant with a Plasma and a Power Fist. And we've got the Hellbrute there who's going to be rocking a Twin Las and his Power Fist. 2 of the floaty stinky drones, both with our flamers. And then we've got Typhus. He doesn't get armor Mortarion, but they're putting their differences aside today to kill some Imperial peeps. We've got a load of Contagion. We've got a Plague Caster, some Death Shroud Terminators, the Tallyman, he's come to count his bananas, Plague Medic, and we've got a Chaos Lord who'll be rocking a Combi Plasma and a Chain Axe, 2 Foul Blight Spawn, a little patrol detachment here which I forgot to mention, which has got the Poxbringer in and some little Nurglings, and that's everything. 4,500 points of dirty goodness.
Great.
Right, and so here's 4,500 points of Imperial scum. So we'll start with the Imperial Guard detachment.
That's how we start.
Start as we move on. So you've got 3 basic troop units here, all rocking Vox Casters, Flamers and Las Cannons in the squads. Then we've got the Company Command squad there with a Heavy Bolter, Vox, Heavy Flamer, Company Commander and I believe Warlord for this guy. And what do you say his Warlord trait was, Keith?
The Warlord trade was Grand Strategist.
Grand Strategist, so he'll be getting command points all the time, pretty much.
Curo's Aquila.
And he's got the Aquila, yeah, so he's getting lots of stuff. Primoris Psyker, we'll go over powers later as they're used. Another company commander. And we've got 3 tank commanders, including Pask there. So they're rocking as they are, so it'll be Vanquisher Cannons, Heavy Bolters, Demolisher Cannon, Heavy Bolters, Las Cannon, Multi-Melters, Battle Cannon. Then we've got the Bane Hammer. Oh, I love and hate this guy in equal measure as a guard player. So he's got 4 Las Cannons, 4 twin heavy flamers, twin heavy bolter, and that big cannon which slows people down a lot when it hits them if they're still alive. And we've got 2 Basilisks rocking heavy bolters on the front as well. And then we've got the quad? What's it called? Rapier laser team as well, yeah. And then we'll move on to the Space Marine Detinium, which is going to be what chapter tactics?
Iron Hands.
Oh, Iron Hands today, like it.
Always changing. I was keeping you guessing.
So you're rocking with the
transfers.
I've gone through my list on there. So you got Chaplain.
Right, so we're going down here.
Chaplain with armour Indomitus.
Yeah.
Librarian on a bike. No Zone Smite of Heroes.
Yeah.
And he's rocking a 4 Stave.
Got your
snipers.
Yeah, 5-man sniper
You've
squad.
got like a melter squad with a combi melter and a melter.
Yeah.
Flamer squad, combi flamer and flamer.
Yeah. Got an apothecary on a bike, rocking here.
Yeah. You've got your Storm Raven.
Storm Ravens there with all the gears on, plasma cannons, heavy bolters and hurricane bolters. I forgot the names there.
Rhino with 2 storm bolters.
Nice.
And Hunter Killer.
And a whirlwind.
Yeah, whirlwind there. Chaplain, Venerable Dreadnought.
With twin lads and close combat weapon.
Company veterans on bikes. Yeah.
It's a big 5-man
Storm
squad.
bolters, one of them's got a storm shield.
They worked well last time, didn't it? Storm bolter convoy on a bike. It's good. Lots of
the back.
these guys featuring it, they've switched the
We're
league.
getting one more chance.
Right, so basically, if you watched last game, they died, fluffed horrendously.
Yeah.
But this game, the Iron Hands have trained them
Yeah.
in the art of warfare. Don't let me down as an Iron Hands
They've all
player.
got a chainsaw and whatever weapon they've got.
Right, so they're all killy
So
combat.
if you see a sword, it's a sword and chain. A sword and chain. If you see an axe, it's an axe and chainsaw.
They all lush them.
If the one's just got a chainsaw, it's two
Double
chainsaws.
chainsaws, yeah. And then you've got your trusty old Leviathan there.
Leviathan.
You've gone combat weapon this time, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to have some punch.
And
then
the Knight.
the Knight, which does have, the missile things come off his top, but he's got
I've
the
counted them as Iron Storm missiles.
Iron Storm missiles, and he's going to have, is it multi-melter, heavy flamer?
Heavy stubber, heavy flamer, Avenger Gatling cannon,
And
a Thunderstrike
Gauntlet.
Titanic feet.
Alright,
Watch
so
out for the feet, mate.
the feet are the killer, but the fist should have some good punches, gets in some against the tanks.
And
Like,
that's 5 command points.
excellent, so we'll
Battalion
get the table set up and come back after we've all set up. Right, so the armies have set up now, and we've got some objectives as well. Point the objectives out first. So we've got this one, because we're playing a custom game. It's going to be worth 2 points a turn to anyone that holds it. We've also got this one down here, that's the same, and there's some little nurglings you can see have crept in next to that. And the player objectives, this is the Imperium one, and that's going to be worth 1 point to these guys per turn they hold it, but 3 to us if we get it. And the Death Guard one is over the far side down here, and it's the same score, so 1 point a turn that this is held to us, 3 points for the Imperium. So the Imperium is set out over here, this side, with a big concentration of Marine force down here. Moving on obviously to the big tanks, so a lot of that big heavy armour over this side. Moving down to their artillery, sort of taking the middle ground really today, and then pushing very troop heavy down this way. The Leviathan, the bike's ready to zoom up and take the middle objective, I think. And then the Death Guard have started. They've got a Predator holding the flank with some Demon Prince and Hellbrute, bit of anti-armour in there, Rhinos. Big blob in the middle there of loads of zombies, some Plague Marines, Demon Prince, Typhus, Mortarion himself at the back. The Land Raider, which has got Foul Blight Spawn, the Plasma Squad of Nurglings in. The other Nurglings, Plague Marines. The other Rhino's got Foul Blight Spawn, Plague Caster, Plague Marines in. And then obviously a bit of anti-armour down here. And 2 lots of 11 zombies, I think it was, sitting on that objective, hoping to God they can hold that for the game. So we're going to go on to, everybody's done their sort of infiltrating moves, the scouts and that kind of stuff. The Death Guard do have some units in reserve to come on. They've got a load of Contagion, Death Shroud Terminators, and a Blight Lord Terminators, that's it. They're coming in, they're rocking 4 combi melters and a flail.
It's warm and it's nice, I can see.
So who's taking you guys' thing? So we'll go in the middle. So the Death Guard gets +1. So it's do you want to attempt to seize initiative?
Me as well.
Do you want him?
Go on then.
No harm in trying.
No. Yes. Oh, Death Guard.
Come on.
Turn 1. Oh my God, we have a chance. We'll come back after that then, after the movement. Right, so the Death Guard movement's over. These guys have stayed put. All these units have stayed put here.
Yeah.
This guy's moved up, sitting on the objective to start scoring some points. So Mortarian's moved up with this whole mess of suits coming right up the middle of the field to meet the guard lines.
Yeah. How far does that move?
10 inches.
The Hellbrutes moved up and the Predators stayed still.
See through the Knight's legs with me.
This guy's advanced up, they've stayed still, and we've dropped in early the Blight Lord Terminators to try and we're in seas down quite early. So basically, as I said for the mission, so this is worth 2 points per turn, whoever holds it. So we're going to start defending that hopefully. As is the middle one, we don't have much up there yet, and this is 1. And we're also playing kill points, with the super heavies being worth a bonus point each. So we'll go and do the psychic and the shooting phase and come back after that. So turn 1 for the Death Guard is over. I hope Ricky's keeping score. So these guys, as we said, landed down. They put some fire into the veteran bikes and killed off the Storm Shield guy and another couple with their combi melter guns, and then failed the charge against the Librarian, but didn't take any damage. This Guard squad took a few casualties, as did that one from Small Arms Fire. There was a Lehman Russ tank here, which died, didn't blow up, but that took, to be fair, pretty much a lot of sort of multi-melter fire, missile fire from here. The las cannons from here had to help out. Even, I think, the Hellbrute put some shots into it, didn't he?
He did, yes.
These guys over here predominantly put all their guns into this guy and their mortars into the basilisk, taking him down to 4 and halving the wounds on this guy, which hopefully will help. But apart from that, that's it really. And there was no other charges, no other assaults, so it's 2 morale checks on the guard squad if you want to do them. So I think they lose 4 each.
We both lost 4. First one. 6.
So that's 10. So they lose 3.
Yeah, another 3.
After morale on the bikes.
Unless you want to use a command point to reroll that.
No.
How would it work for the gun team? Do you just lose a wound? Oh no, because it's a model.
They don't have morale.
No, that's what I'm saying for your gun team, because it's a model though, isn't it? You have to take
Yeah,
that full one off.
like, there's 2 wounds on that model.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, but it's
The
the model, that the wounds that you take off.
Oh,
I'm just thinking this now as a guard player as well, like I
Yeah.
have to lose. Yeah, you obviously don't want to lose.
And then that one,
They're fine.
they're fine.
They're fine. So the
Right.
Marine squad, yeah, they lost 3. Oh, you can reroll anyway with the Show No Fear. They're fine. So we'll come back and we'll see what these guys want to do. Just in terms of command points, the Death Guard spent a few.
We got a few.
So these guys can't be targeted unless they're the closest unit, and Ricky rolled a 4 and a 3 for the Talaman, so he managed to get that off. Psychic Powers was an absolute failure. We didn't get anything. And the Guard managed to steal a fair few command points back, didn't you, when we were doing them? So
we used about 3.
I think they used 3 and got
Back normal.
got 3 back. So because these guys boosted their armour save by 1. So we'll come back with Guard at the end of Guard and Imperium turn 1. We'll cover the movement there and the shooting and psychic phase. The psychic phase was a non-event. Powers failed or got denied, so the veteran squad and the apothecary and bikes moved up to contact these guys, but put all their bolter shots into the Nurglings and took one of them guys out. The guard squads that were here split their sort of fire, small arms over here, wasn't it, against the
Blight drone.
Blight drone, yeah. Oh, sorry, there was a Blight drone there, so he's gone. And put a lot of sort of fire down here into this Predator, sitting on 3 wounds. Very lucky, made an armour save against a las cannon at the last ditch. Then pretty much all these guys here, they're big guns, sort of split all over the place and put a lot of wounds on Mortarian. He's down to 10, but luckily he's alive. New model syndrome for Dave using the night. Basically, did you do anything? Killed some zombies, couple of zombies. Yeah.
I think it was 3 zombies there.
Yeah. And this guy, says big battle cannon went into Mortarian, the las cannons went into the Land Raider, knocking 6 wounds off this guy, and some heavy bolter shots to kill the zombies down here. So this squad's been thinned right down, and obviously this other squad's gone. That was fire mostly from this guy, the Storm Raven as well.
He was packed with people.
So just to point out, these guys aren't on the table there, they're actually riding in this guy. So they'll probably pop out next turn. But I think that's it.
Bit of a
There's
charge
no
here.
morale checks to do for us because we're going into the charge phase. Right, so we'll do some Overwatch and come back. So we'll film this one then. These guys got in. The Storm Shield guy took a melter hit on Overwatch but used a command point to pass his save the second time. Because the Apothecary brought him back to life at the end of the movement phase last turn.
That's alright, does the Sergeant have an extra attack again?
Yeah, Sergeant has a +1 attack, yeah.
So 7.
So these are Power Fist hits.
Set on 4s.
And these are wound on 3s.
Your choice, mate.
I get a 4 up in when the Cataphractes.
You do.
Well, probably wouldn't. Where's
No.
it like?
Right, okay.
So the wound on 3s.
Still got a wound yet as well.
There you go, 4.
4 wounds.
Yeah, do you want to use these?
Yeah, use them. Use the Death Guard ones, why not? They look good on camera, don't they? So these will be 4 up in wounds with the Cataphracti. So 2 have saved, so the D3 wounds are pop. You've got 2D3. Oh, so 3 and 2. Which one do you want us to do first?
Don't mind.
It does, because they've got 2 wounds each. So we want us to do the 3 or the 2.
2.
The 2? Yeah. The General's butted in there with his thing. So he's took 1 wound, so then there's 3 to take on the same guy. He's dead. So we've lost our Terminator. We're going to take this guy off because the flail will get into combat and haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
Should we spend 2 command points to interrupt before this librarian goes, do you reckon? Yes. Yeah, definitely. So, pile in. Well, it's 1 stratagem, isn't it? So, for 2 command points. So, I can't remember what they get now in terms of attacks.
Well, you've got 2 attacks apiece.
The one that's 2 points, we'll add more 2 and again.
And the sergeant will have 3.
Yeah. So you've got your
That's the two
these
guys,
normal guys.
and
yeah.
the sergeant, and then if you
Yes,
sort the
Sarge.
dice out for the flail.
I will do.
So these are hitting on 3s, they've all got axes, and 6s generate an additional hit because Death the False Emperor. So we'll roll this one.
Yeah.
So they all hit. The axe takes a
Who are
bit
you
of
hitting here?
strength. We're going against the librarian.
Okay.
The axe is +1, isn't it, strength?
Yes.
Yeah. So these will be wounding on 4s
-2, reroll and 1s to wound, plague weapon.
because it's a plague weapon. So we'll reroll that one. Oh, so that's 5 wounds against the librarian with the axes at -2. And then what's the flail? It's like
It's
D.
2d3.
Right, okay. So what we got?
And the flail, sorry, because he couldn't reach a librarian is him, but the other
Zero
3
and 2 points.
librarian.
3 what?
So wait, I'll show you.
Three,
So
yeah, so-
you've got 5 wounds against the librarian at -2, and then these are 2d3 attacks. So 3 against the squad with a flail, and he hits on
Still more than
3s.
3 points.
6 is
If 6
plus.
gets another one,
Yep.
so that's 3
It's
hits.
still more than 3 points. That was 2 points.
Yeah, we've spent 2 there. We've gone down.
Yeah.
So you're down to
7.
7.
I had.
12
Oh, I had
solid.
11.
No, I had 11.
Yeah.
But he got it back for Tallyman.
Oh,
You've only
right,
used 2 and he got
okay,
one back with
okay.
Tallyman. So that was 3 hits. What's the strength of the flail again go up to?
It's strength +2, so it'll be strength 6.
So he'd be wounded on 3s, and he can reroll 1 because it's a plague weapon, I believe, isn't it?
Yep.
So there's 2. So basically, you've got 5 saves with the librarian at -2. So
And
he'll
2
be
on the boys.
Yeah, so he'll be on 5 up.
I can choose who to go first, can I?
What's the librarian that's taking these wounds? There's wounds on different people. They're on the librarian, and they're on the veteran squad.
Yeah. I can take the veteran squad first. So who
If you
takes
want to,
that?
yeah. So there's 2 on the veteran squad, but these are multi-damage onto with the flail, and it spills over.
Your
Right.
damage spills over. So if you roll your saves first for them, and then I'll tell you what.
Just roll 2
happens
dice
after.
for your veterans.
It's just because you can intercept hits with them, you see.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the characters, so they can take it. So he's going to take the veteran ones first.
I'm going to take them first.
But it's 1
On the
storm
storm
shield, so you
shield.
have to roll it 1 at a time.
Yeah, okay.
So if he fails it.
Right, here we go.
Yeah,
And
so
he's
he's passed
okay.
the first one,
He's okay.
passed the second
So
one.
they're gone.
So then these are all on the librarian,
Yeah.
but you can't take the hits because the veterans,
But
company
once-
veterans can take them for the guy.
How does that work once I wound them though? Because you've got to start hitting them, you know. You know, if I wound the
Right, so you roll all these 5 saves for the librarian, just roll them all at the same time.
because if he's
But
gonna
it doesn't
die-
matter because then it's the wound, then you roll to see if they take a mortal wound instead of the wound.
Right, okay.
So you roll 5 saves,
On
5 up on the librarian. So he's passed 4
Jesus.
of them. So you've got 1, so if you want to take that wound, or you
Right.
can pass it over as a
One
mortal
wound.
wound.
I'll just attack one.
Yeah, so he's took
Yeah.
our wound. Because if you pass it over, you lose the storm shield guy.
That worked perfectly. Yeah.
So now you've got the librarian to attack back, and he'll be on 4 wounds left.
How many wounds did you start with? 3.
5, because he's on a bike.
Right, so he's got 4. He does
left, yeah,
okay.
that's it.
And then the librarian hits back.
Yeah, he'll have 3 attacks.
He does have 3 attacks.
Hit on 3s,
All hits.
solid. Wounding on
This
5s.
is a stave.
Twice staves, he's 4s. He's got 1 wound. And this will be a staves -1, isn't it?
Really?
I think it was staves -1, it is. He's 3 up, he's saved.
4 stave is -1. Yeah.
So saved.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Terminator saved. So in
There's a
that
stratagem-
combat,
There's a stratagem
yeah, you
to
might
really
use a
go
stratagem
again.
attack again. There's going to be no morale checks as of yet. Right, so Dave's spending these 3 command points. Keith, are you going to roll to see if you get that back? We're going to do honour the
Oh,
chapter
yeah,
to let
that
the. Is it the veteran squad you're doing it on?
Veteran
Attack again?
squad, yeah.
Yeah. So you want to get the dice again and go again?
Let's get one back. Get
So,
one back.
yeah, so they're going back up to. They'll be on 4
4.
command points left now. Let's get a close up there. Some sick combat going on.
Right. So 3 for the sergeant, 2 for each of the guys.
Yeah.
Hit on 4s.
Solid.
Not good.
Oh no, 3, yeah.
Right.
Wound, that's good wound roll up. 3 wound rolls. These are power fists.
Yeah.
So it's going to go up on the 4 up in one. Only 1's gone through. So it's D3 damage for the 1.
5 up.
So 5 up. Oh no, so a
one.
Terminator's took a wound. So put it on. Doesn't really matter because they're all the same combi melters apart from the guy with the flail. So do the dude at the back there
Great.
took a wound. So they're
Great.
proven tough as old boots.
Right.
And I think, is that it guys?
I believe so. Right.
So yeah, no morale
So-
checks across the board. So we'll come back with Death Guard turn 2.
Nurgle Herald.
So a review of the Death Guard movement. Obviously the Terminators have stayed locked in combat. These guys are just holding ground. This lot have all sort of moved up, just moved, no advances. Is that right?
Advance with the zombies, but
So
that's it.
yeah, the zombies have advanced. Everyone else has just moved. Predators staying still. Again, what Mortarian's lobbed up there, he's got some decent range. Obviously his movement this phase was halved because he took a hit off the Bane Hammer. He still had enough to get up there. These Plague Marines have jumped out of the area here and got a good advance roll and popped up there. These tanks stayed still. And this guy moved along a bit, so he's now in range of all three. And this one moved to help just sit on this objective and deny a bit of space. And that's it. So we're going to go into the Psychic phase.
Yeah.
I think Ricky's going to try Fleshy Abundance heal on Mortarian.
It's off on a 7, I believe.
And we'll command point that.
Yes, I will. There you go.
Where's this coming from?
Down here.
Down here.
We got 7.
Yep.
So it's not denied unless you want to spend a command point on the one.
So D3 wound.
So a
One
wound
back. And
there's a stratagem as well, isn't it? A heal a demon. So we're
burn
gonna.
a stratagem as well as 2 command points, D3 wounds back again.
Oh, Ricky.
Oh, I'll have that.
So he's back up. What was he on?
He's on 12.
Dan, you've got to say, did you use
on
it?
12.
Yeah, you got a D. Is it a D20 or a D10?
It's a D10.
Yeah, we've got him. He's on 12.
Cool. Right. Next, I will cast.
Where's your wall on?
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna stick -1 to hit from this Demon Prince onto the blade haulers. And that is
No, Ricky's.
off on a
Oh,
7.
the flyer.
If
This
the
boy.
Goes off on an
Yeah.
8.
I don't think they've got any denies left, have you? Nope, it's just one. So yeah, these blade holders are going to be -1 hit shooting. If you're in combat with them now, they'll be -2 because they're a flat -1.
And I've got loads of psychics, but not a lot of powers I can use
Well,
at the minute.
basically this guy probably just only in range of smite.
Yep. Well, I'll do a smite on the scouts from him then.
Oh. Am I,
You'll be the closest, I think.
Off on 9.
Oh, actually, are the bikes closer? Nah, they've got to be.
But you'll be able to deny, won't I?
Yeah, you'll be able to deny.
Are the
Am I
bikes
doing it?
closer?
Oh, unless you want to try and deny
No, the first one.
the first one, which is the -1 on these.
Guys.
What's happening?
Basically, well, we forgot your Psychers down there. So these guys got a -1 to hit cast on them stock. So whether you shoot them, but in combat they're -1, so you -2 to hit them.
So you want to try to deny that one?
So, but I can't remember what Ricky got
Yes,
now.
he got
An
2
8,
4s.
right? Okay. So if you want to deny that, you'll need a 9.
Perils, I keep on forgetting that's only on.
No, it doesn't do it either way. So yeah.
Psychics
that's
doing
it.
well.
Smite off against your scouts, I believe.
So who was closer, Dave? Was it your bikes or was it the scouts? That were
From this
closer?
guy?
From this guy.
To the bikes, you're talking
I think it's the
16.
bikes actually. Yeah.
And to the scouts, you're talking
I'll
about
take 15. Yeah. So it's a scout. It is a scout. So it's D3
Scout,
mortal wounds on the
D3
scout.
mortal wounds.
2. So that's 2 iron hand saves on your scouts. Oh,
One.
save 1.
Right.
So 1 scout's bit the dust.
And we'll do. I'll play in the beta smite rules.
Yeah, we'll go for it. Yeah, because I think
Right.
it's more fair. So.
I'll do smite from this Demon Prince onto your bikes. So this will be off on a 6 this time.
Oh, it's a 10. Goes off.
On 10.
That's it for denies are out. So
Right,
it's D3
D3
mortal wounds on the
wounds.
veterans. 2. So 2 iron hands.
Ah.
Nope. So it's a shield guy gone and a wound on another veteran. That could be interesting this turn.
And Typhus smite on a 7 down here.
I thought you said you were using a bit of those.
No, we are. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we'll use it.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's more fair. Like,
just add 1 to cast it.
is that what it
Yeah.
does, right?
Makes it more expensive.
That's off on a 9. So
Oh, you don't use
D3
the
mortal
smite
wounds.
Yeah, but when he's
oh,
rolling,
3.
it doesn't matter.
Dave, that's your Baker squad. 3 mortal wounds on them. So 3 iron hands.
Nope.
Nope. So there's a point.
Yeah, we would
What's
have saved like 90% of that.
2 days.
Imperial Bastion.
Another one?
2. 3 mortal wounds. So,
3 more, was that?
so that's
1,
all the
2,
Baker's
3.
gone. Yeah.
Mm.
Nasty.
I believe that's all the
This
smite.
guy's got a second power. So there's
So now the apothecary
Nutrition
kind of
Vitality?
brings back 'cause the squad's
Yeah.
gone.
I'll cast +1 strength and toughness onto the Terminator
Terminators.
squad. That's a 7 again, I believe. Double 1.
So it's a perils.
Yeah.
And we've used the thing. So he's going to take D3 mortal wounds for the 2.
2 and
And
2
5 ups.
5 ups.
Which is past Rick.
See
You're a
that?
legend. You're a legend.
That's the difference.
Well, that's what happens if you suck Chaos's cock. He's well protected.
Blessed by
Well,
the
then
dark
microwave
gods.
dice.
What we'll do then is
If you
we'll
look at them, they're just like a triangle.
go through all the shooting because there's a lot of dice to roll and stuff, and we'll come back after that. So a recap of the Death Guard turn there. Put a lot of fire down.
See out the past, like you.
I think so, because you were there,
Yeah,
weren't you?
I think
You
he was, I think
can't
he was just
exceed
out,
3
yeah.
inches. You know what I mean?
Right, knock him back then between the basilisk and the front rust then.
So some charges were made. Obviously we've got some combats to do down here. These guys made it in, taking a couple of wounds to one of the las cannon shots on the way in. The Demon Prince multi-charged. Well, no, he just charged the scouts, didn't he? Is that right?
Yeah.
But he's obviously going to, at the piling phase, tag him. Mortarion
Dirty tournament tactics.
made a charge down here against the Demolisher tank. And again, we've done the piling phase just so everyone knows, but he's going to be tagged in against, obviously, the Leviathan as well. Ricky's going bold. This guy made the charge against this tank. And at the piling phase, will tag both of these guys. Pask's lucky. He's just stayed out the fray this turn. These guys failed a 9-inch charge, got an 8 against the tank. The Lord of Contagion down here failed a 9-inch charge, got an 8 as well, didn't he, against that tank.
Totally flopped it.
And to recap, put some wounds on. I think the Foul Blight Spawn is the worst roll I've ever seen Ricky get, but he still managed to put, even that, still managed to put 3 wounds on the flyer. And then a couple of plasma rounds from the guys up here to help tickle it as well. Lost one of the guys to roll in a 1 twice, even with a command reroll. And the big tank, the big news, this guy is down to 1 wound. He took all the las cannon and the entropy cannon fire. I think our shooting phase was quite weak actually, wasn't it? We did a lot of damage on that big tank, but not much else anywhere else.
Yeah.
So what we'll do, we'll start with the combats because this could be interesting because I've got 3 command points that can interrupt somewhere, and then we'll see how we'll go on. He's alright. End of the combat phase then. So these guys, not surprisingly, killed a Psyker. This guy jumped in as well to intervene but didn't put any wounds on them. Down here, these guys pushed forward and attacked the crew, the guns, and obviously this las cannon team here, and put some wounds on them for nothing in return. The Demon Prince killed a scout, which wasn't unsurprising. Then got attacked by these guys, no wounds in return. I don't think there was any mortal wounds dealt back or anything like that, or no hits.
Nah.
Mortarion, against my advice, Ricky decided to go for the many slashes and took the Demolisher tank down to 4 wounds instead of just removing it from play. Then obviously these tanks attacked back, didn't do any damage, did it?
No.
Only a couple of attacks to the drone, which I don't remember if he wounded anything or not. And that was it anyway, so it was a pretty uneventful combat phase.
I don't know about that, like.
Leviathan put 3 damage on.
Oh yeah, sorry, the Leviathan fighting back, who Mortarion didn't charge, but obviously tagged later on. 3 wounds back off Mortarion, so he'd give him a good 1-inch punch there in the stomach. And then we're going to go into Imperium turn 2. So, end of the movement phase there, and the Guard have fallen back en masse here, and this Apothecary's fallen back from there, but there's issues being ordered enough to cover everybody so they can fall back and shoot. The Leviathan has bottled it, and he's stepped out. He's not going to fancy taking on these 2 guys on his own. Going to get some shots in. Pask's fine, he wasn't in combat. The Demolisher tank there is obviously off his trolley because he'd advanced forward. He's going for it. Somebody nuts. Who's moving forward, guys? What are you doing? This Basilisk backed out, so he can't fire. That one's fine. Dave's got some Marines down here to come in and help out. The Knight has come back this way to lend some support. So it could be an epic
surge forward and hang on a minute.
The tank moved forward a little bit, trudged forward, I think, to get in flamer range, and this Rhino busted ass, didn't it? 12 inches, yeah.
Let me shoot first, the big tank.
Let me shoot first, I want to kill him, I want to kill him.
Fine. These flamers are going to come out.
Round here, Storm Raven dropped off a load of cargo down here and has flew this way to get some shots in the middle field. And then Dave's got his veteran squad down here and his Chaplain Dreadnought around here. So it looks like this turn all going well. These guys should
take over there.
They should outnumber this because if you kill all the zombies, we've got 1 model, so you should outnumber us there. So we're going to come back after some psychic shenanigans.
Not much shenanigans.
As well, there is still a psychic down there on the Dark Force, so we'll come back after that. So at the end of the shooting phase, that was sensational from the Guard and wishy-washy from the Marines, I think it's fair to call it. So obviously these guys backed off. There's now a Mortarion-shaped hole here and a drone from here, all gone.
Demon Prince.
Neither popped, I don't think. So yeah, the Demon Prince also got shot off his perch up here.
The Blight drone popped and did.
Oh yeah, the Blight. Yeah.
We didn't fire the missiles off the Knight.
Down here, yeah, we'll do that in a second. Then, if you want to pick your target because you're going to the Predator.
You said the Predator, yeah.
Yeah, the Knight opened up with some fire to help rinse these guys, but he's gone, isn't he? Sorry, that's the squad from there, and that then popped and actually scored us a lot of points, I think, because it killed a gun crew, it killed a gun down here, killed the last las cannon guy. So yeah, he ended up scoring 3 kill points by dying.
The flamer guy, with not getting in combat.
Also around here, the Knight
Overwatch, you know.
helped finish off the Death Show Terminators, which are here, which took
No, I just don't declare them as a target.
18.
These ones at the battle.
Oh, yeah.
18 or 20 heavy flamer
But
hits I
he's
think they took
attacking,
down there, and
he's
obviously
attacking.
just wait a number, saw them out. So the Death Guard now really, sort of, the big hitters are gone. They've got our Demon Prince left.
Take models off near and steal.
But you know, this has opened it right back up from a good turn from the Imperium. So
But
you've
can't
got
attack
some
them.
missiles you said you were going to shoot?
Can't attack them,
No. What's that,
So
sorry?
this guy's shooting it. No, sorry, it's
the missiles off the
missiles
knight.
on the Knight.
2d6.
Gonna come over at the Predator. Yeah.
Firestorm, heavy d6. So it carries
got five.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on
threes.
That's it.
And it's strength 5.
Is
No wounds. Strength
strength
5.
five.
Yeah. So it's no wounds. So we'll come back after these guys, declare some charges. So I think there's going to be some down here. Probably any that end or not? Do you think? No.
Doesn't look like it.
No. So it's just down here, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be Chaplain against him and him,
Yeah.
and the Vanguard against these boys and the big thing.
Okay. So we'll do some Overwatch and come back. Dave's starting to come out mate for him this one. He's starting with a Chaplain Dreadnought going against the tank. Is that right?
Going to put more on this one.
All against the Chaos Lord. Okie dokie.
4 attacks hitting on 2s.
So 4 round of hits. There's also a Chaplain there, so we can reroll any misses. A normal Chaplain. They have 4 wounds.
Yep.
So this guy's going to have his Sigil of Corruption.
4 ups.
He's failed 1.
That'll be strength 3, I think. Damage 3, I'd imagine.
He's flat 3, which will mean he's
Protector.
still alive. Yeah, he's got no. He's a standard Chaos Lord, so he's got no ding dongs.
Are you doing any interventions or anything?
You know what? Where's the rest of the combat?
There isn't any.
Yeah.
We could potentially go with the Poxwalkers, but I didn't think they're going to do now. They might kill him.
You might get one back with a Marine, so you kill a Marine. Plus there's, how many is there?
10.
6 Poxwalkers left.
6.
Not-
Not worth it.
Nah, I don't think it's enough. Just go for it. They're rinsed anyway. I don't think they might. They'll not kill a Marine. 6 of them.
So activate them, piles into him, tags him. He's piling a bit, yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna get wobbly model, but that's fine. Just yeah.
Right.
So basically, as it is, there you're gonna get 2 guys. Well, they can't attack him because he wasn't the target of the charge.
Everyone that can is going to attack this, and everyone else attacks them.
Right.
you know,
Right.
so
I'll tell you,
it's
what, we'll
gonna
roll
be
these
like-
off camera because Dave's gonna be counting.
It's going to be like 4.
Right. So we're gonna do some attack backs down here. The tank took a wound. We lost 3 or 4 Poxwalkers, I think, but there's still enough left to survive and hold the objective. They've attacked back and done nothing. This is the foul Blightspawn hitting a couple of Marines with his fists. So he's got 1 wound on the veteran squad. Try to save Dave.
Coming in.
Coming in hot. You saved. The Chaos Lord's going to go against
More
the
of this.
Dread. Is it 4? 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
5 attacks. So
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
and he does have a chain axe.
6s are extra.
So they all hit, and the extra hit hits. And these are going to be wounding on 5s. So he's got 2 at -1 on the Chaplain Dreadnought, which has saved them both on a 4 and a 6. So that's pretty much everything as it is down there. We've marked up the kill points, but those 2 little zombies there, that would have been a 3 points to you this turn. That would have been big because you did score massive this turn. In fact, I think turn 2.
Not big enough though.
Yeah, we managed to score big, but you guys, you scored big, but I mean,
Still
look,
behind, yeah.
you've cleared out the hardcore models, so we're left with, you know, you've got your killy models left, we're left with a little bit.
That's time.
We're not, we've got, no fear, so we'll come back with Death Guard. It's turn 3, guys. Turn 3. Shit.
I'm down.
Guys.
The
Play that on there.
machine is corrupt.
It's
Yeah.
just bombing around.
So
causing
end of the Death
loads
Guard
of
movement
hassle.
phase.
Brilliant.
Again, these little Nurglings are staying put, so as the Predator down the backfield. Everything up here has moved. These guys advanced, just to put a lot of sort of shot range into this Guard squad to hopefully clear them out. A big soup bit moved up. Obviously put some shots in down here because there's some choice targets now. And we'll come around the far side. We've had the little Nurgle Pox dude come around this side to lend a bit of support. The Land Raiders stayed still, I think. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just did. That stayed still. This guy's backed out of combat. And the zombies have backed out, as is this guy, backed forward. Leaving the Marine squad open. Back forward.
Back down forward.
And the Chaos Lord, he's backed off as well on 1 wound. Which leaves these guys free up to shoot at something. And round here, I'm coming for Dave's stuff, look. The Lord of Contagion is a 3 or 4 inch charge away from tagging both these tanks and ripping some shit up. So, I think we'll go into the shooting phase. We haven't used any stratagems or anything yet.
Psychic phase.
So psychic phase, sorry, and then we'll come back after
Right.
the psychic and shooting phase.
Skip it.
Skip it, yeah, skip it, yeah.
What's called the
End of the shooting phase, and this Predator finished off
No,
the Leviathan.
Yeah.
Epic hit roll. Down here, these guys just put a lot of small arms fire, some smite shenanigans and everything like that to get rid of the last few guard squads. So down here we've got a company commander, a couple of veterans who is he's the warlord as well, isn't he? And the Psyker, the guy on the bike. You'll notice Pask's gone, which was a combination of the Blight Hall launch, I think, shooting at him.
There was another Lehman.
Then there's the Lehman Russ there, which had a few
Demolisher.
wounds left. The Demolisher, that's took some damage. Everything else down the backfield got pretty much ignored, didn't it? The basilisks and stuff like that didn't get picked on. And there's a big flyer-shaped hole down here.
Baneblade.
Oh, the Baneblade, sorry, yeah, the Baneblade, which did blow up, but then we used the command reroll to stop it blowing up. Got picked on by, again, the Crawlers, doing a little melter shot and a missile shot. And these guys this turn pulled their finger out again, didn't they? Because they brought down this guy and helped out take something else out as well. Was it the Flyer? Flyer went out, put a wound on the Dreadnought, which wasn't very good. And the squad up here fired some plasma shots, and the veteran is rolling terrible again from Dave.
Killed 3 of them, mate.
Killed 3 of the guys.
2 storm shields.
Yeah, losing both his storm shields in the process. So with that, I think we'll go into the charge phase, and I'll let Ricky do what he wants to do down there.
And declare charge on all 3 of these units with the poxwalkers. So feel free to overwatch.
So you got, was it 2 las pistols? Is the flamer in range?
8 inches of flamer.
Yep, flamer's in range.
Heavy flamer, 2 las pistols, and a
Heavy flamer, 3. 1 wound.
5 up.
oh,
Yep.
Poxwalker saves Ricky's got his rolling
Back.
back.
Last gun.
Yep.
Nothing.
Broad pistol.
Nope.
And you've got a las pistol on your Psyker.
Did he? I
Yeah.
thought you said the 4 step.
No, he gets it in standard, yeah.
Right, so multi-charge, I'll make it a 6-inch charge there.
Yeah, 6 will get you in, a 7 to
And
the back
7's
squad.
ideal, really.
6s and 7s, Ricky. Nurgle's number 7, it's coming. Or 6 is enough.
Take a reroll on that.
7.
That'll
That's
do.
him
I'll
enough.
pinch the remote back. Time to again.
No.
Oh,
So basically, we're out of command points now, fully spent.
And we've got 3.
And the guard team have got 3 left.
He's going to die now.
So now what matters now?
Ricky, if you try and give me a little bit of movement this side, the Terminators may try and come in to help out.
No problem, mate.
Because obviously we cannot leave everything up to
Oh,
zombies.
Yeah, potentially it could stay as 3 if you get a good rolls.
So what we'll do this side, there isn't going to be any charges down here because stuff fell back. But Dave, this guy, is going to multi-charge both the tanks.
Both them, right?
So you want to get yourself some Overwatch dice ready.
So you've got 8 shots from Stormbolters.
I think if he can silence these tanks, then obviously a lot of our stuff's going to be in combat, out of line of sight and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a...
Shooting out the top of a rhino's no such thing anymore, isn't it?
Nah.
Have you got anyone in it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they can't shoot. I didn't realise there was guys still inside.
It's
All
a
right.
famous squad. So Stormbolters from the rhino.
Oh, maybe he's not being so ballsy. I
Just
thought
the
it was
one.
just an empty tank.
Yeah, 1 wound.
1 hit and a
I think
wound.
the only thing that can
Yeah.
do was the cameo with the last gun away.
So he's passed, he's feeling no pain,
Right.
failed his save.
It's 2d6 from the whirlwind. 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Going to use rerolls now.
6s. Nothing.
One, there was 1 there. Yeah, that was a 6 definitely.
Alright.
And it doesn't wound.
Do you want- no.
Go on, see what you get.
Measured it before, I think, was it Keith, was it a 3 and a 4? Or was it a 4 and a 5? Well, we'll roll anyway. Oh, he's definitely
He's in the middle.
going in the middle of them both, yeah. So he's going to, like this, so you can see you, like that, and he's going to just go.
Stick his axe in the guts.
Right, I tell you what, Ricky, how far we are from the apothecary there, because if that's 12 inches, I might, yeah. They're going to multi-charge the company commander, who's already in combat, isn't he, with the zombies?
Yeah.
Or not? The company commander and the apothecary then. So
Gary, coming in hot.
You get some Overwatch, just go for it.
Oh, there
2.
you go.
Yeah, he's rolling good. No wounds because they're T5. They need lots. Oh, they've got 10.
Oh, shot.
So is that
That's you
enough?
into both, mate.
Yeah.
If we've got that knight there, mate.
But he's honestly he's gonna cause us some problems still, massively. But luckily, he came back from round here, didn't he? That way, which puts him away from.
Basically by going there and then there. Yeah.
We'll see. So what we'll do, we'll roll these combats because I think they're probably going to be pretty much non-events.
Yeah,
and then
I'll do a
we'll come
pilot
back.
first, though.
Yeah. So you do your pilings over there, Rick, and then we'll come
Right.
back. So end of the combat phase there. Load of contagion. Got lucky on his mortal wound rolls and put a wound on each of the tanks and an extra couple of wounds on the whirlwind in combat. It wasn't much. Well, there's nothing down here. Surprise, surprise, down here the Poxwalkers added a few to their number by killing off some of the guard guys. There's a company commander still in there with 1 wound. Actually, did you do your attacks with these guys on the company commander? You didn't, you just attacked the apothecary.
No, that's right.
So we'll do that anyway, you can do that on camera. But Poxwalkers killed a lot of stuff around there, added a few guys. The apothecary attacked back, didn't kill them, but took a few wounds in return. So you got 2 guys to go against the company commander.
That's
so
just one.
Just one out,
So put both attacks into
hits
him.
on
So
3s.
both hit, wounds on 3s.
He's toughness 3,
Ah,
he's strength 5, so it's 3s.
2
Both
wounds.
wounds at -2, so he'll be on his 5 up invuln for the company commander.
A warlord this mate.
This is Warlord
Let's
and the
do
kill
it.
point. Oh, he's got him.
Cheers.
Unless you got command point, you're going to use it. Oh! Does he get it back? No. So,
Insult injury.
well done. Like a true hero of the Imperium, the Warlord standing firmly. Look at that. Surrounded by zombies.
He's got him just where he wants him.
So we'll go
Just
back to
laying
the
it
Imperium
faint.
turn and see. Actually, Dave, you need a command. Thingy, he's lost 3, didn't he? So you'll fail.
Morale.
You'll
They
lose one on
use the chaplain's morale.
Oh, they can't fail because he's 10, isn't he?
Yeah, good.
Chaplain is leadership 9.
9. Well, they can't fail because it'll be 6, so they're good. So we'll come back after you guys have moved then. It's looking thin in the middle now, definitely, and clumped over both sides, isn't it? So I think the Death Guard and points are massively ahead, so the Imperium need to pull out something here.
I think I should try and stop.
Oh, because if you did all the dice ones,
Just
it'd
take
take
hours.
hours.
So down here, Dave made his charges, no damage to Overwatch. He didn't charge a Foul Blight Spawn or the tank, but he's going to console pile
Just
into
piled
them.
in now, yeah.
The Chaplain Dreadnought there's charged this tank, but again, it's probably going to pile into both. The Chaplain charged in. What else did we have? Or the Knight. Should have probably filmed that. Nothing normally happens on Overwatch, but he took, was it 7 wounds? Coming in with a missile launcher and a flamer.
Could have probably popped them if you hadn't re-rolled your
And
save
then-
leg.
Obviously the rest of the shooting just thinned out. I think the wounded Terminator died.
It was on 23 wounds, so it's lost a lot more than that.
The last Predator, which was down here, lost its wound. I think the fire from the Basilisks. I think. Or the Knight's missile launchers or something like that. And that's it. So we'll go
I think you took 2 6s off each.
into combat phase.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Yeah, so he's starting. There's no command points left either side now. So
Yeah.
back end of turn 3, he's
I think it's
starting.
40 wounds it took.
It would have been, aye.
Start wherever you like. Dave decided to use a Thunder Strike gun and
And
actually
suffers
did.
D3 mortal wounds.
Kill
Go on,
this
Rick,
one
go on,
here.
Rick. Be a hero.
So-
Who are bouncing it off?
You got to roll for it first.
So on a 4 up, yeah, he's picked up the drone thing. He's going to throw
Get
it.
out!
Yeah.
Demon
So
Prince.
which?
Bounce it off the demon prince's face.
You
Go
kind
on.
of target the demon.
You actually do it, you know.
This model.
We will be
No,
using
no,
one
no.
once you pick
I
him
didn't
up.
do it. It's my model.
It's just you pick a model within so many
Yeah,
inches.
it's not a
right?
shooting attack on
right.
out of that. So it's any model within
Did
range. You D3 mortal
Within
wounds.
9 inches.
So you're gonna film is actually.
No, if you throw it, you buy it. It's a house rule. Break it, you buy it.
Buy it, assemble it, pin.
Oh,
Get
geez.
out.
3 mortal wounds on the demon prince. Let's see if we can
5
make
ups.
these. Oh, I like a boss. He eats it. Yum 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 yum. There you go.
Fuck's sake. Just fucking bounced it off. Right?
Only gets in 4
Get to
attacks,
attack
so
back. So we'll
That's
do
it.
that. These guys aren't going to do now
Yeah.
with the night attacking back. So Keith's got his Imperial hero down there as well. The Psyker. He's going to hopefully kill a zombie or 2. We'll see. But, dunno.
3 attacks. You're not pleased.
I used to just pick them zombies up like that, on them.
Aye, good as pop.
Get it done.
2,
He's got 1 wound.
1 wound.
5 up. Nope. That'd be good.
D3 damage. Oh, he's
Oh.
gone. You failed it anyway.
Failed
so,
one.
yeah.
And I counted 11 in combat, so I'll 22 attacks. So I'll do the first 11 hitting on 4s,
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead.
and
Got
we'll
one
just
wound
do
enemy as
the
well.
we'll just do the wounds for these ones straight away. Wound on
Just had a zombie back.
3s.
Yeah, he's dead.
There you go.
That many.
How many is that?
That many 6s.
That is 2, 4,
5
6,
something
7,
75 ups.
7 5 ups.
That's
Strange how things have happened, like.
Not a day they haven't. Nah, he's dead.
Right.
So there we go.
Zombie
Poxwalker
back.
comes back. We'll have him. He'll join the fray. and then we'll score up your points for the end of this turn because you're gonna now own this objective down here because you're gonna outnumber me.
3, yeah.
So that's a 3-pointer. And I think
But it's just
we get a kill point for the sake of do, don't we?
And we will get that objective because I'm going to consolidate 3 into him. So 3 there.
Okay, so add them on, yeah.
pressure and Keith
So-
being hammered out.
This is turn 4, and the Death God, the zombies have just obviously, they're in combat, so they've moved.
So much better.
The Blightlord Terminators
Now these guys don't know.
is coming on this way. What's this guy doing? Is he
He's fell out.
fell
from
back?
that,
He's fell back.
Tarantulas.
These guys have all sort of moved up and around here. The squad that was in there, have they got out yet with the plasmas?
No, actually, I
Oh,
should
no,
have done that.
Right, so that squad's obviously going to go there at the plasmas. Basically, this turn there's some combi melters here, a couple of combi melters, some las cannons. Need to put the hurt on this knight because there's nothing else really to take him out unless we can bog him down with some zombies. That's probably not going to happen yet.
You're bogging that down.
Yes.
So, in fact, Christie here, he's sort of trying to catch this tank and hit it. This guy still fell back. That was pretty much it for the movement. Up on there, they stayed still. The Herald advanced up onto the top. Get some smite range on Dave's characters down here. The Foul Blight spawn is falling back from the veterans. This tank's falling back down here, blocking the access to these guys. This tank is also falling back away from these guys because there's too many of them. And the Land Raider back there, reversed. Full foot down, full reverse. Away from those guys to see what I can do. So we'll come back after Psychic and Shooting phase and see what's left. Right, so Psychic phase, the Herald is going to attempt Smite. It goes off on a 10.
Is that a higher powered one?
No, it's 11. So it's D3 on the Chaplain Dreadnought. Ooh, 3.
And only gets his Venerable.
Gets his Iron Hands, yeah.
And Iron Hands. I forgot about having doing that all the way
Yeah,
through.
gets double lots. No, so he's dropped down to 5.
How many lost before?
He just lost 1 before.
Wait.
Didn't get that. So he's done.
Iron Hands.
Ricky's got the couple of Psychers over there, Typhus and a Demon Prince. And a
the,
Malignant Plague Caster.
yep. So we'll do +1 strength and toughness onto the Demon Prince.
Okay. From the Demon Prince himself, yeah.
Yep,
That goes
so
off.
that's off. And then +1 to wound from Typhus.
Yeah. So Blades of Putrefaction.
That
Yeah.
doesn't go, it's on a 7.
So that's
And
not off.
then smite from Typhus onto the knight.
Goes
That
off.
goes D3. That's
2.
2.
So Typhus got 2 more wounds. A Malignant Plague Caster.
Yep, smite again.
It goes off on a 6, yeah, because it's a
Yeah.
second power. It's 2.
2.
So that's 4 mortal wounds on the knight from Psychic powers.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
And that's it for my
And that's
side,
it, yeah.
I
So
believe.
should we go into the shooting phase?
I can move on to shooting now. Do you want
So
to start here?
I'll start down there. We'll do the 2 combi melters. I'm not going to shoot the bolt guns, but straight into the knight. Can reroll, or the Demon Prince is he within 6?
Yes, definitely.
I like Ricky's measurement style there, yeah.
Engineering.
Yeah, so yeah, 2 hits, wound on 4s,
2 wounds.
2 wounds, so the knight's on his invuns, 2 failed. So 2d6, not in melee range. Oh,
6, 7, 8, 9.
10.
He's gone.
Oh, they've popped him. The Terminators. Whoa.
That's us, isn't it, Keith?
So does he blow? If he blows, he could destroy half the Death God on here. No, he doesn't go.
Good
So
night,
with that,
night.
good night, sweetheart.
I think that's now it's definitely foregone on us.
I think that's it. I think there's going to be way too much now for the Death
Yeah.
God.
Academic.
You're going to steamroll. It's going to be hard to shift these guys down here.
But the points, we're never going to wipe you or anything, so yeah.
No, we can't table them and
We're not going to win
Wait,
points.
points.
Yeah. We've got points, man.
Yeah, so I think we'll just do a tally chart of the points so far. Look at that. I think that's it. Obviously, the knight's a kill point
So-
and an extra for a super heavy.
Yeah, and then we're stopping it there.
And
yeah.
before we go on, we would have the 3-point objective up here.
Yep. We'll probably get Warlord here.
No,
from the
because we
combat.
called it before that, so you didn't get it.
People got to call it midnight on the game there, I think. So we'll go and have a look at some of the units. So what did you think of the big 4,500 point game? It gets brutal real fast,
To be
doesn't
honest,
it?
yeah. To be honest, when you have massive units like that being hammer, it's too easy to target them.
Yeah.
And they soak up all the power.
Well, that's what we did before though. The Bane Hammer, again, you go an even level higher, Titans dominate. You go down to that level and basically, you know, if you weren't shooting a Mortarian, the Bane Hammer would have killed what it picked on.
Nice to see them in the game though.
Definitely.
But
Worth doing.
when he did his one shot with the flamers, it was awesome.
It's honestly the Bane Hammer, the main guns ticks all the boxes for me. But then it's its secondary weapons, the 4 las cannons and the 4 twin heavy flamers is just so good for this edition, anti-charge. But I think there's a valiant effort there. The artillery's still intact. There's still some guys, but like you said, I think we've just got too many bodies now to push you off objectives and score the points for the rest of the game.
You could just turtle up now and win.
Yeah,
if you wanted to,
stand over there because the objectives are on
Yeah.
that side.
Yeah, the way it was based is sort of the objective here, one here, one. Where's the other one? Up there.
Yeah.
We got pretty lucky early on. We managed to get right on top of a lot of them. So, with that, what would you say, Imperial players, was your unit of the game?
Really stood out like this. The one Guardsman that killed Motel.
Oh, you got him. Where is he? There's a Guardsman with a berry on. Who,
Jenkins.
He's bandana actually.
Where's Jenkins?
Paris. He's getting a promotion to Lieutenant Paris, killer of the unkillable. This guy waited till everything else had shot Mortarian.
He's got the shades on as well.
And then cool as a cucumber, just whipped these lads gun out, shot them right in the gonads and finished them off. That was the end of him. Ricky, who do you reckon?
Blade holders for me.
I think so.
Sleeper hit.
These guys, they helped today. Like to be fair, there wasn't much firepower went into the units behind them.
No.
But the firepower they put out.
Now they're expensive for the points, right? But they do a lot.
They do what they do for the points. Yeah. I was thinking it was 400 and something points for a unit, but in essence, it's the equivalent of having a Land Raider Plus, isn't it? You're
Yeah.
gonna have 3.
Like I said on a cold read, I was like, I'm never taking them, but playing them, I was like,
I'm never not taking them
yeah,
again.
They're worth it. They're worth it.
Even one, because he's such a big base.
Yeah.
Gives you the benefit of cover for any units. You can walk Plague Marines up behind it on a 2-up armour.
That's spot on, like.
They're really good.
Take 6.
Ricky's a king. If it's good, take 6. So the foul blade spawns, I had to limit him today. He was screaming to take 2. Where's the 4? Where's the extra 2? But actually today the foul blade spawns did nothing.
They were about to dick that night until the Melgas come.
Yeah. So these guys, actually the Terminators have done alright today. That's
done smashing that.
They've done good today. I rate them. Just a T5 helps them survive a little bit more than normal Terminators.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that was a good game. It was a really good game.
That was interesting.
Dave's little command objective there. Crystal ball. That was cool. Nurglin's actually 2 points a turn. Solid. They scored us 8 points this game. Just sitting on that one. Solid little unit.
I think we were
more
lucky troop heavy, like. Yeah. That's what kept one objectives.
I think it could have went either way. The Death Guard troops are hard though to shift, and I think that helps. But when it's an objective game like that, if you have to push around, like Dave did a really good thing down here, put pressure on that. But I think we overweighted this side to make it hard for them, and I think that's sort of paid off because we had too much stuff. The tanks that were down here couldn't really draw fire on the softer units early on. Because I mean, the pick on this, he's dead. If you picked on him, he's dead. That kind of stuff.
It was just all this in the middle, just blocks on the side.
Yeah, it was good. So the Imperial coming back to rescue the Bastion and that Sky Shield landing pad. Couldn't see through it, and some dirty Nurgles drew a tash on the Emperor statue somewhere. So they come, can you get the cleaners? Get the cleaners! And stop off. But no, that was cool. So I look forward to having another game soon. I think a big one.
Definitely.